Children, today our lesson would be inversion of interval. Okay, inversion of interval. An interval can be altered and made into a new interval by changing the position of the two nodes. That means here you can see there is a major second. Okay, F to G. F to G is a major second. Okay, how do you find that? Okay, C D E F G. Okay, F to G. F to G is a second. To be a major second, there should be two semitones. So F to G here 1, 2. There are two semitones. So this is a major second. Okay. So when you inverted the major second, okay, that means you are changing. You are changing any note. Okay. If F was here, okay, and G was here. So I put F2 here. Or either you can keep G here and you can put down the F. That's your choice. Okay. So we keep G here, the same place here, the same place, and we put the F note here. Then it becomes a seventh. Okay. Seventh. Actually, it's a minor seventh. Shall we see? G to F. E D E F G A C E G to G to F. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 semitones is minor seventh. Okay, this is a seventh. G to F is a seventh. G A B C D. Okay, G A B G sorry G A B C D E F is a seventh. Okay, to be a minor seventh should be 10 semitones. Okay, so when we count here, it is 10 semitones. Okay, so this should be a minor 7. Okay, so there is a pattern, children. You need to know when a second is inverting. Okay, දෙකක් මාරු වෙනකොට when the second inverting, it becomes a 7. දෙකක් ඒ කියන්නේ interval එක දෙක නම් දෙක මාරු වෙනකොට ඒක 7ක් බවට පත් වෙනවා. Okay, so like that there is a pattern, රටාවක් තියෙනවා. So what is the pattern? When we invert a second, it becomes a 7th. We saw that, right? And we inverted a third. When we invert a third, it becomes a 6th. When we invert a fourth, it becomes a 5. And the other way also. Okay, when we take a 7th and inverting, becomes a second. Okay, and there is another thing you have to remember, that is, you go to the whiteboard. Okay, when we invert a major interval, when we inverted, it becomes a minor. Okay, when we invert a augmented interval, it becomes a diminished interval. Okay, when we invert a perfect interval, it remains perfect. Okay, so when we invert a second, okay, it, it is a 7th. When we invert a third, it becomes a 6th. When we invert a fourth, it becomes a 5th. And the other thing is, major would be a minor, augmented would be a diminished, perfect remain perfect. Okay, so now tell me, when we invert a major third, when we invert that, what would be happen? No. Okay, so look at this. Major would be minor. No, right? Minor. So minor. Okay, I'm writing simple to show minor. Okay, third becomes a sixth. I think you can understand. Okay. Okay. Now we'll invert uh, diminish second or diminish fourth. Diminish fourth. Okay. Diminish fourth. We're going to invert a diminished fourth. It will become a augmented fifth. Right? Now we'll write that. We take a major third. We take a major third. C to E is a major third. Okay. So this is a major third. When you invert that, it would be a minus sixth, right? Major third, when we invert, it would be a minus sixth. Let's draw and see whether it's correct or not. We'll keep E here and put C here. Okay. Count and see. E, F, G, A, B, C. Yes, it's a C. It's a sixth. Okay. It's a sixth. Right? And I told it would be a minus sixth. Okay. Major third would be a minus sixth. We'll see E to C. C, D, E, F, G, A, E to C. This is E. That, no? E, E to C will count. And this is the C. We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Semitones is a minor sixth. Okay. So without counting, you can do this one. We'll do another one. After that, you have to do an exercise. Okay. Another one. Shall we take we'll take augmented interval. C to G sharp, the augmented fifth. So when we are going to invert this one, it would be a diminished fifth, no? So no need to count. We'll keep G here and put C here. No need to count, just write diminish fourth. Okay, augmented turns to diminish, and fifth turns to into a fourth. Okay, so I will be sending exercise to do to the WhatsApp group. So do the exercise and send me. And if you have any question, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, God bless you, children.